This day in Sioux Falls history.
This day in Sioux Falls history is brought to you by Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry, the oldest jewelry store in South Dakota, using time-tested techniques to restore and repair jewelry and using the latest technology to create custom pieces. Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry, 325 South Phillips Avenue in downtown Sioux Falls. It was on this day, June 28, 1886, a young man by the name of Joseph Kirby comes to Sioux Falls and eventually becomes an icon in South Dakota law. Joe Kirby's story is incredible. He was born and raised by Irish immigrant parents in northeastern Iowa. His little town had no further education options after students passed out of grade school. So while most kids helped on the farm or found jobs in town, Joe worked with his dad during the day, and he and a few friends put themselves through high school in the afternoon. Once mastering high school coursework, Joe decided that he wanted to study law. He began a self-guided study to become a lawyer. He would take the test and pass the bar exam in Iowa without any formal training in law from a college or a university. Kirby moved to Sioux Falls on this day in 1886. He was admitted to the Dakota Territory Bar and began practicing law. He would open his own firm less than 2 years after receiving his license to practice in the Dakota Territory, and the rest, as they say, is history. Joe Kirby would rise to prominence in Sioux Falls and throughout the region. He argued numerous cases in front of the South Dakota Supreme Court and more than half a dozen before the United States Supreme Court. Perhaps his biggest case was his challenge of the constitutionality of the Espionage Act that was before the Supreme Court in 1917. The list of associates who got their start and training from Kirby at his law firm reads like a who's who of influential 20th century lawyers in South Dakota. The list includes numerous local, state, and federal judges, senators, and congressmen, and a South Dakota governor, state's attorney, and more. He even mentored his young niece, Kate Rockford, helping her become the first woman from Sioux Falls and the second woman in the entire state of South Dakota to obtain a law license. That was in 1897. It is said that when Joe Kirby passed away in 1926, he had more cases pending before the state Supreme Court than all of the other South Dakota lawyers combined. Kirby also started many businesses during his time in Sioux Falls, the biggest and most successful of which is the South Dakota Central Railroad, Minnehaha National Bank, now known as First National Bank, and Western Surety Company. Western Surety Company was run by 4 generations of Kirby family members before selling their interest to CNA. The offices in downtown Sioux Falls still employ hundreds of Sioux Falls residents. What an amazing legacy and role model for Sioux Falls to look up to. This day in Sioux Falls history has been brought to you by Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry.
Hi, this is Thomas James with Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry. We're absolutely honored to be able to look back on the history of Sioux Falls because we feel we're part of that. But we always look forward to the future and working with your grandchildren. It's more than jewelry, it's love. Come and see us at Thomas James and Bechtold Jewelry at 325 South Phillips Avenue, downtown Sioux Falls.